What is going on, everyone? It is me, Lone Vault Wanderer, here to talk about some Bethesda news. Now, before I get started, I'd like to kindly ask you, if you want to support me on Twitch, the link to my Twitch is in the description below. Please follow me there. You don't need to sub, you don't need to donate, but I would love to be able to get partnered, and I need the support to do so. So if you want to follow me there, again, the link is in the description. So today, Nintendo held a pretty lengthy Nintendo Direct. They talked about a lot of new releases and upcoming releases for the Nintendo 3DS, and importantly, they talked about a bunch of games coming for the Nintendo Switch. And a couple of the big reveals that we got were that Bethesda is releasing Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, and Doom on the Nintendo Switch. They also confirmed that the release date for Skyrim on the Switch is going to be November 17th, so I'm definitely going to be picking that up. But Doom is coming sometime holiday season this year, and Wolfenstein 2 is going to be coming next year in 2018. And of course, these were the two reveals that Bethesda, or Pete Hines I should say, kind of hinted at in an interview the other week, where he said that we still have a couple of other games and titles that haven't been announced yet that you'll hear about sometime soon. Now, I'm going to get to the whole were these worthy of saying. We have two big unannounced, titles going to be revealed sometime soon. But I want to say this first. The fact that Doom and Wolfenstein 2 are coming to the Switch is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. We're getting more and more third-party support for the Nintendo Switch, and as a Switch owner, that makes me so happy. Like, I cannot wait to be able to play all of these third-party games coming to the Switch. I'm going to be playing Skyrim without a doubt because, as you guys all know, I haven't really played much Skyrim in my time, and I can't wait to play that on the Switch. But Doom is a really solid game that's coming to the Switch that I think a lot of Switch owners will enjoy. I've already played it, so will I pick it up again? Maybe if I'm ever bored down the line, and maybe if there aren't enough games to play on the Switch and I want to play something. But then you've got Wolfenstein 2 as well, which is shaping up to be a pretty good game. I've played some early versions of Wolfenstein 2, and it's looking pretty good in terms of gameplay and story, etc. The version that I played had some bugs and glitches, but nevertheless, I'll assume that all those issues are going to be ironed out before the game is released on October 27, and certainly when the Switch version is released sometime next year. But of course, I saw a lot of disappointed faces today when these two games were revealed, and more to the point, that the two games Pete Hines hinted that were unannounced were in fact Doom and Wolfenstein on the Switch. I think most people were hoping out for Starfield. We want it to be Starfield, Bethesda. Come on, God Howard. We need this game in our lives. So I think after this, it's probably best if we as a community just say, alright, we're just gonna not hope every single unannounced game coming from Bethesda will likely be Starfield, because it's probably not going to happen, and especially outside of E3, any reveal that takes place is not going to be Starfield. Like, we all talked about how Bethesda's E3 press conference this year was pretty average, right? And that's putting it lightly. If Bethesda wants to be a publisher that competes effectively in terms of their E3 press conferences with the likes of Ubisoft and Xbox and PlayStation, etc., they need to save the big reveals for E3. I mean, there's no other way around it. If they want their E3 press conferences to get any kind of traction in the slew of new game releases that always accompany every single E3 every single year, then Starfield, or whatever that new game that ZeniMax has trademarked, because they have trademarked that, mind you, has to be revealed at E3. It cannot be at any other event outside of E3. Otherwise, what is the point of Bethesda holding a big press conference? I mean, look at Ubisoft's E3 press conference this year, and when Mario Rabbids was revealed, everyone was like, what the fuck is this? Holy shit, this is a weird mix. And that game is fucking phenomenal. I mean, I absolutely love Mario and Rabbids. I'm playing it every single day. And the hype was started because of that big surprise that we got at Ubisoft's E3 press conference this year. That's what we need for Starfield, and if Bethesda wants to keep doing press conferences at E3, that's what they need to do. They need to save up those big reveals, and that means we're not going to get big reveals like a Starfield or anything substantial outside of E3, whether it's PAX or QuakeCon or whatever it is. We might get something here and there really infrequently, but more often than not, if it's outside of E3, we're looking at, ports to the Switch, like Doom and Wolfenstein. We're looking at new VR titles. We're looking at smaller games. We are not going to be getting anything Starfield related until we get the big announcement at E3. And because of that, I think expectations in the community need to die down a little bit, at least until next year's E3, right? Is there a chance at next year's E3 and Bethesda's press conference that we hear about Starfield? I think yes, I think there is a strong chance there. Fallout 4 was released in 2015 for God's sakes. That's 2 years ago. So by the time next year's E3 comes around, that's 3 years ago to the day, pretty much anyways, that Fallout 4 was revealed, and then only 6 months after it was released. So let's put away the hopes and expectations until that big event comes, because there is no chance, in my humble opinion, there is no chance that Starfield is being revealed at any event or Nintendo Direct or whatever it is that isn't E3. So anyways, Sanders, I would love to get your thought about this topic. Please let me know in the comments below. And until next time, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself, and would you kindly keep fighting the good fight.